So far, we learned the bean concepts in Micronaut. From this section onwards, we will start creating the actual project and learn the required concept that come along our way. We will be building a basic e-commerce application, and for that we can divide it into a set of microservices decomposed using different business domains. In this section, we will develop the user service whose responsibility will be of maintaining user information and storing it in MySQL database. In this service, we will expose user related APIs like saving new users, get all users, get user by its ID. Here, I am assuming that you have the basic understanding of what is REST APIs, and if not, I will recommend you to take a look at the resources in the video description first as a prerequisite. By default, Micronaut uses Netty server, but you can override that using application configurations. Let us take a look at prerequisites that we should know before actually starting the development of our user service. @controller annotation allows us to control the construction of HTTP routes. As we saw in our Hello World example, we use the @controller annotation, giving its value as /hello, and then the HTTP route like HTTP colon / localhost 8080 /hello was formed. Path variable. General practice in REST APIs is that when you want to specify a specific resource out of all your resources, you will mention its identifier in the path parameters. For example, in our user service, if we want to fetch an user using its ID, in that case, our API will look like this: HTTP colon / localhost 8080 /users /ID. So in Micronaut controller, you can access this path variables via method arguments, and you for this you will have to annotate the method arguments with path variable annotation. HTTP methods. HTTP defines a set of request methods to indicate the desired action to be performed for a given resource. In our example, our resource is user. Following are some important HTTP methods related annotations that we will take a look at. These annotations in Micronaut help us bind our methods with HTTP methods. @get annotation. So get method is used to get a resource. We will use this HTTP method to get a user as well as get all users in our user service. @post. This method is used to create a new resource on server. We will use this to create a new user in our case. @put. This annotation is used for the HTTP put method to bind the HTTP put method, which is used to update the specific resource. And similarly, @delete annotation is used to bind the HTTP delete method, which is used to delete a specific resource. So in our case, we will use these annotations to update the user and delete the user respectively. Binding annotations are the annotations that bind respective properties of the request. @path variable binds the path of the request, like we saw in our /users /id example. @body binds the request body. So for put or post request, you can specify the request payload using the @body annotation. @header. This annotation binds the HTTP headers. @query value binds the request query parameters. For example, in our GET request, if we want to have a search filters like functionality, in that case we can use these query values. @part binds the part of your multi-part request. This is generally used in case of file uploads. HTTP response class in Micronaut is used to return the response from a controller. Using this, we can return the specific HTTP status, response body, response content type, as well as response headers. A Micronauts controller responds with 200 HTTP status code by default, which means request is okay. A Micronauts controller produces application/JSON as a content type by default. And if you want to change the content type of the response, you can use @produces annotation in this case. Okay, so that is enough of the theory. We are now ready to actually start developing our user service.